Assalamu alaikum, guys. Today, topics of different weapons, of strange weapons used in war, defined in this videos. World-breaking news topic means first weapons, aerial weapons, air force weapons, army weapons, cannon, grenades, infantry weapons, machine guns, marine corps weapons. What are five weapons used in war? 1. World War One means rifles. All nations used more than one type of fireman during the First World War. First World War started in 1914 to 1918, and most machine guns of World War One were based on Hiram Maximum 1884 design. Flamethrowers, mortars, artillery, possessions gas, tanks, aircraft. Weapons of World War history net. More results. What is the most important weapons in war? Modern war institute the most effective weapons on the battlefield in concrete. Forget a marine and his rifles. Forgot rockets, mortars, air sports, tanks. Forget everything. The most effective weapons on the modern battlefields is concrete, according to Major John Spencer of the Modern War Institute of West Point, 1917, 2016. The most effective weapons on the battlefield is concerned kya hai? What was the first weapons? The earliest unambitious weapons to be found for the Soviet spear, eight wooden throwing spears dating back more than 3 lakh years. What are modern weapons? Some of these weapons have been around for several years, but very recently modified, and same are still in productions. MQ-9 Reaper drone. The drone is flying over in the air. AA-12 Extensions Assault Shotgun. PHASR rifles. The Teaser Shockwave. The Black Knight. The Active Daniel System. The Laser Average. MARS robots, modular advanced armed robotic systems. 10 incredible weapons that only American has business insiders. What are four weapons introduced in World War One? Military technology of the time include important innovations in machine guns, grenades, and artillery, along with initially new weapons such as submarines, poison gas, warplanes, and tanks. Technology during World War One. What was the most powerful weapon in the World War One? Artillery. Artillery was the most destructive weapons on the Western Front. Guns could rain down high explosive shells, shrapnel, and position gas on the enemy, and heavy fire could destroy troops, concentrations, wire, and fortified positions. Artillery was often the key to successful operations. Weapons of the Western Front National Army Museums was defined. Who won World War One? The Allies who World War One. The Allies won World War One after 4 years of combat and the death of some 8.5 million soldiers as a result of battle wounds or diseases. Read more detailed thread and Versailles in the many ways. The peace treaty that ended World War One one set the stage for World War II. What was the strongest weapons? Without a doubt, the, the bomber. The Tasser bomber is the world's most powerful weapons and one that is thankfully no longer in use. Designed and developed by the USSR, this nuclear warhead by a yield of 50 magnitudes more than bombs since of after 2021. The Americans' are strongest weapons. The B-83 nuclear bomb is the biggest device in the US stockpile. It has a maximum delivery of 1.2 magnetons. That's 1.2 million tons of TNT. This is 80 times more powerful than the bombs dropped on Japan at the end of the World War II. The B-23 weighs 1.5 tons and entered service in the 1983. Which is the biggest weapons in the World War? The treasure bomb Russia, code name IVANN or VNAYA, also known or by the alphanumerical designations A and 602, was a hydrogen aerial bomb and the most powerful nuclear weapons ever created and tested. The designation's biometric sensor mechanism blast yield 50 to 58 megatons of TNT 210 240 PG. Who created the gun? The first firemans can be traced back to 100th century China. The Chinese were the first to invent gunpowder, and historians typically credit the first gun as weapons the Chinese called the fire lances. The fire lance was a metal or bamboo the tube attached to the end of a speaker. When were the sword last used in War II? They are probably a random instance of people armed with sword all of the way into the present day. But the last time swords were used, a massive in the Second Sino-Japanese War. Guys, next video also define the way how to define this scenario, World War and the latest weapons in the era of this countries between fighting each other. Guys, give me comments on my channels, World Breaking News. Thank you very much.